Hi guys, I just came back from an interview. So yeah, basically this past few weeks has been hectic. I had my presentation on Monday for my final year project, and we had to scramble. Our team had to scramble to get the video done and video edited and finished, and we had to do that all in 1 week. Yeah, so I ended up, so basically last week on Thursday, I stayed up until like 4 in the morning just trying to get the video finished and edited for our presentation. It was due on Friday at 5 p.m. But so the actual presentation was on Monday, right? It was at 2:30, but our presentation started at 3:30. Now, the reason why we had to finish and upload the video by Friday 5 p.m. was so that the Vimeo can check the video quality and see if it's okay and if it plays back properly. And and surprisingly, there was there was no playback issue because I uploaded the video to YouTube. It's unlisted, so you guys probably won't be able to see it. But I uploaded it, and then for some reason when we tested it was fine, right? But then when it was actually the presentation, it just a couple of scenes went green. So I don't know what happened there, but it's just I don't know, I may have jinxed it because I was thinking, oh, something's probably going to go wrong. Yeah, but anyways, yeah, but it went okay. We answered some questions at the end, and I think I didn't answer the last person's questions properly. I sort of answered it along the lines, but yeah, I didn't really answer it directly. Yeah, so that's one thing. I'm still improving on my public speaking skills. Yeah, but anyways, that was hectic because also not just that, we had to get documents. So as a team, as my final year project, in my computer science final year project, we decided as a team to have all the documents submitted by Sunday. Oh, I did not notice it was going out of focus. Okay. Yeah. So on Sunday, basically, yeah, everything. We wanted to get everything submitted on Sunday. The documentations, that was meant to be submitted. Yeah, so most of that was done, and basically everything else is due this Wednesday to be submitted to our repository so that we can send the link of the repository to our supervisor, who will then mark our progress for this semester. So yeah, that's just that's just me updating these past few weeks, and that's why I've been busy. Oh, and if you guys were wondering, those previous uploads weren't actually done on the day. It was done previously, but then I just recorded myself for a whole 20 minutes or so walking around in the park, and yeah, it was a bit too long, so I just cut it up in 7 or so minute sections, and then I just uploaded it consecutively because I found that it's pretty difficult to maintain, or it's pretty difficult to keep uploading keep recording once per week and then editing, and then it just takes up the time, especially when I've got other things that I'm currently doing. So what I found was the easy way would be just record one long as video, and maybe like find a thing or two. Like I don't actually script my videos. I just talk about what's on my mind at the time. So I try not to script my videos, because when I tend to script my videos, it tends to sound too scripted. So that's why I don't try to script my videos. Anyways, so that's what I plan to do. I plan to just record for however long, and then chunk those up into like relevant topics, and then maybe just like upload that every week. Or if I have more time, I'll probably try to upload frequently. Right now, what happened today was I had an interview. So all these, like, everything's just happening all at once, and I'm still trying to get my head around it. But yeah, I just had an interview. That's why I'm wearing the suit. And yeah, the thing is, so the position is basically on technical support, where I have to assist people troubleshoot issues. So if a customer calls and they ask, if they have an issue with their product, and then they need it fixed, and basically I was being asked hypothetical situation, what I'll do in those situations. The thing is, I haven't been in those particular situations before, but I was just basing on how I would actually deal with the situation. And like I was in previous videos, as I mentioned that I'm an INFP, naturally I'd be empathetic. But it's weird, because INFPs are empathetic and they're meant to be good with one-on-one interactions. But then it's draining on them, right? So that's a bit of a dilemma that I have, that if I do decide to pursue this, then I'll have to see how I deal with that constant interaction with phone calls and all that. Yeah. Though I do think that I probably can do it, because it doesn't really sound like a confident I can, but yeah. Anyways, I think I shouldn't put that in, but okay. Anyways, now this will probably be edited out, because yeah. Yeah, if I do get the job, I'll let you guys know how I'm dealing, like how I deal with that job and how that goes. If not, then that's okay, because at least I'm getting better at my interviewing skills. Like, that's generally the case. I generally tend to do like not too well in interviews, but so I tend to get the interviews, but I tend to not go so well in interviews. But every time I do have a new interview, I generally get better every time. Like this interview took around almost 2 hours. It was only supposed to be like an hour, and I was pretty surprised as well that the length of time. So I think we can't really say that it went out well, because so I'm gonna hear back from them this week. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. So they were asking me that, like, asking me my weaknesses, and basically I told them, yeah, so my public speaking and communication skills are my weakest, but then I aim to build those skills, because and also told them that I went a couple of times to Toastmasters just to try to improve, but I've been busy, so I've been on and off trying to go to Toastmasters, but when I have the chance to fully focus on going to those sessions, and I would. Yeah. But yeah, so primarily I want to improve my communication skills, and because, like I said, eventually I want to become an entrepreneur, and eventually I want to start my own business, right? But if my communication skills aren't up to par, right, and if I can't communicate with clients, then that's going to be an issue, right? So I'm thinking, like, my argument to them was, because even if I don't have direct experience within the customer service or calls or technical support or customer service, I'm still willing to learn, because eventually I want to start my own business, right? So if I want to start my own business, I have to have those skills. Now, no one starts with those skills, or like you have a let's say you have a inclination to be good at those like people skills, right? But then that's why it's called skills, people skills, because it's skills. Skills aren't what you have at the beginning. You learn those skills. So it's just it's just a matter of if they're willing to invest in you and take a chance. So yeah, my argument was that I'm willing to sort of learn, because I want to use these skills in the future for and personally it's for like self-development as well. Like I'm all for self-development, and like I told you guys that like I want to kind of share my knowledge on self-development, and that's why I started off with the spiel of introversion and being an INFP, because that's what essentially made me get into the field of like self-development, was because I knew that in a world of extroverts and in a world of go-getters, like introverts don't tend to be go-getters, so we kind of have to fight against our own nature, right? And yes, you do far, like, you have more advantages if you work on your strengths, but then if you're a well-rounded person and you also work on your weaknesses, then you're a much better person, right? That doesn't necessarily mean that you shouldn't invest in your strengths. Like, investing in your strengths will get you to a great place, right? But then not focusing and improving your weaknesses won't get you that extra mile, right? So sure, focus on your strengths, and that's what's going to get you noticed. But if you focus on your weaknesses as well, then that will make you a more well-rounded person, and it will make you adaptable. Like, that's what adaptability means. So yeah, that's basically what I wanted to just get off my chest at the moment. Yeah, so that's basically updates for this week, and yeah, we'll see how this goes. I'm planning to still upload once a week, but if I do get some inspiration on things to talk about, or if someone asks me a topic to talk about, then I'm more than happy to talk about those topics. Anyways, see you guys later.